Hi everyone, this is Debbie with Nana Feeding the Heart. And of course our platform is Nana Feeding the Heart, the Spirit, and the Tummy. So this evening I'm making something a little bit special for my family, my granddaughter and my husband tonight. It's called Cattle Dry Casserole. I think it was popular with John Wayne.
All right.
You like cowboy?
I do like John
Western
Wayne.
shows and stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of in lieu of
Throwback.
cowboy. Yeah, it's a throwback.
Yeah.
Just sitting around the campfire and sauteing some meat and some beans and stuff. So it's kind of a throwback. I decided to use my iron skillet because it's cattle dry. What else are you going to use, right?
Appropriate.
Appropriate. So I already started a 1 pound of hamburger on medium heat. Okay. So I have this wonderful little meat smasher or masher that I bought when I was in Florida, and I had a wonderful little lady give me a tip about spraying it before you start using it, and the meat will not stick to it. So we're going to try that. And I do have a little cute story about this meat smasher. Should I share?
Yes.
Should I share? You want to laugh? Okay. So I was so excited to get me one of these. I ordered one for our home in Florida and one for our home here in Kentucky. We're back in Kentucky. So I packed it in my suitcase. Didn't think anything about it. It was in a nice little box, never been used. So we're going through the airport and TSA, and my suitcase is going through little x-rays. And all of a sudden I saw him pick up my suitcase and carry it over to the table, and I was like,
What have we got in
suitcase?
there?
Yeah. I'm like, what is in my suitcase? So thank goodness we had a female TSA, and she unsnipped it. Was anything in there to harm you? I'm like, no, I don't think so. I can't remember what's in there. And she pulled out this box, and I started laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, that's my new meat smasher. And she pulled it out, and she goes, oh my gosh, I love mine too. Thank you, Jesus.
That's right.
Right. And I started talking like, hey, I got this Food Network channel on YouTube. I'm, doing cooking. I just bought it. I was trying to explain to her so I wouldn't go to jail. And so she goes, oh, what's your YouTube channel called? And I said, oh, it's called Nana Feeding the Heart. And she wrote it down. Bless her little heart. So, needless to say, I didn't go to jail. And the next day, she sent me a really nice message and subscribed. So I'm using her tips. She gave me a tip to spray it, and I appreciate that so much. So I'm just giving her a little shout out. I'm not going to say her name, but I appreciate her understanding that I was not going to do no harm with my meat masher.
That's right.
The only thing I'm going to harm is this meat, right?
That's it.
That's right. So as you see, it's really working well. That was a good tip.
Very good tip.
Spray it. It has not clogged up my areas. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add. It calls for 1 onion. If you like less, we had a large one, so we halved it. So you could also put the whole onion in, and you saute it with your meat until it's softened. So let's saute this a little bit, and I will give a shout out to Mr. Jim.
Thank you.
He offered to help chop the onions, so I appreciate that while I was prepping the other stuff for this.
So I'm more versatile than just cleaning up, aren't I?
Absolutely. We're using all your skills in this, I'm telling you.
Had a good teacher.
Yeah. Well, I love cooking onions and hamburger together.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to just a little bit of salt because I think you'd be disappointed if I didn't. Just a little bit. And you can salt your hamburger to taste, but really don't need a lot because we're adding a little bit of pepper. We're adding taco seasoning to this mix as well. So add 1 package of taco seasoning.
We're the wimpy mild ones.
And we're the mild people, as you can have as hot as you like it. But we like it mild. So come on.
Clump it up, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're going to place this in our lovely Walmart trash bag.
Yeah. Goes the other end.
We've already started on the onions and different things here, so all right, let's stir this together and mix it well. I chose the large iron skillet because I'm going to use this as my baking pan as well. as my casserole dish. You can use a 9x13 casserole dish, whatever you like, whatever you have. I'm just trying to get in the mood for cattle riding.
That's right.
And just want to give them till the onions are soft.
They kind of get translucent, don't they?
Yeah. Want to translucent. Yeah.
All those the taco mix, the onions. It's really. If you guys could be here, it's a nice smell.
That's a nice aroma, doesn't
Does
it?
it? Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, our granddaughter came in from school and she's already knocked out asleep, so she must have had a rough day.
Hard day at school.
Rough day in middle school. I'm
That's
telling you,
right.
I wouldn't want to repeat that at
No.
all. Not at all. All right, so this is one of the first steps you do. Like I said, you saute the onions and the burger together, the meat together, put your taco seasoning, a little salt and pepper, and then you saute it together. So we're going to let this continue to saute for a few more minutes, and then we'll come back for the second round. Okay, this looks really good. So we're ready for the next steps. So it calls for 1 can drained black beans, and I've already pre-drained them. Yep. I'll put my lid in here. Okay. 1 can of corn, already drained. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
And you can use a small can of green chilies if you prefer. I just bought the mild diced tomatoes and green chilies. So I'm going to use that. And then we're going, look at that. It's pretty, doesn't it? So we're going,
Colorful, eh?
very colorful. So we're going to just mix this together. Going to saute it together. Get all the flavors. That's really going to look good. This is going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
And during the break there a little bit, as I was sauteing, I went ahead and let you guys know I did preheat the oven to 350. So it is currently preheating. This is why it's so versatile, this iron skillet. You can use it on the stove, you can use it in your oven.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it really, really nice. Okay. All right, so we've got these all together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you're on a campfire yet?
Yeah, getting there.
Getting there? Okay. Getting close, right? All right, so that's in. I just turned it down a little bit to low for now so it doesn't burn. And make sure if you do use your iron skillet, it does get a little warm on the handle.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to protect your hands a little bit. So we did that. So what I'm going to do,
The cheese.
half a cup of cheese. Very important.
Yeah. You don't admit this, Peggy, if you don't.
Peggy, if you don't like cheese, our friend in Florida, you can definitely omit the cheese. Definitely leave it out. That's optional. It's a half a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Or more.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now we're ready for the next step. Okay.
Don't want to forget the cheese.
No, not at all. Like I said, Peggy wouldn't mind a bit, probably.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now we're going to mix in a half a cup of sour cream. And pre-measured. Okay. Fingers are clean.
All right.
Ah! I like a little bit of sour cream everywhere, folks. And a 1/3 cup of salsa. Salsa, baby. I know. And you can use a half a cup of salsa if you want with it, half and half. Just kind of mix it around. And I saw some recipes that showed mayonnaise. If you want to do a half a cup of mayo, half a cup of sour cream versus the salsa, you can use that, absolutely use that. So, you know, you got to get into your cooking, folks.
Oh, yeah, that's
All
right.
So we're going to spread this on top of this mixture. We're not going to mix it in. It's going to be on the top layer. Smelling good. So we're just going to kind of spread it around like this, like a little layer here. I'll try not to paint.
No, you're doing great.
Okay. All right. Now, I think this is where some of that cowboy comes in. Slide this out of the way, bring this over. It calls for a package of cornbread, or you can use Bisquick, whichever you prefer, or make your own homemade cornbread. Tonight we're using just Jiffy cornbread mix. Use it per the package instructions. So I already added a 1/3 cup of milk. And I'm going to add 1 egg. I'm getting into this meal, aren't I? Getting all messy. Stir it up. All right. See where I'm going?
I see.
All right. I think it's pretty well stirred. All right, here we go. Now we're going to put this as a layer as well. So let's kind of make it a layer of cornbread on top. And like I said, if you don't like soy cornbread, you can use a regular package of cornbread mix. Bisquick or homemade of your own recipe. But when you come home from work, you want something to go together. This makes it nice. I think I got it. Oh, no. Little couple bites in there left. All right. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just gonna spread it just a little bit. Okay. Don't want to get it too mixed in with the sour cream. Then, guess what we do? Excuse me.
Oh my. More of that, huh?
More cheese. Yes, sir. So, and you can use the other cup of cheese or 1/2 cup of cheese, whatever you prefer, or just cover it till you like it. So, oh wow, I'm excited.
Yeah, this will be our first time trying this.
Yes. All right, and we're going to bake it for like 25 to 30 minutes until it's golden brown. Cheese good and melty because everything else is really done in it. It's just going to heat it all together. And then we'll bake this and we'll get it back out, and we are so going to have it for supper, and we're going to taste it and make sure it's pretty good. So we'll see you in about 25 or 30 minutes. Thanks. We are back with the finished cattle drive casserole, and it looks and smells amazing. So I got my cattle scooper out because I think we're going to need it to get this out. The cornbread, you know, it's done. You know, we cooked it probably 23 minutes. Didn't make the full 25. It started getting brown. So I would definitely just keep an eye on it because it depends on your oven. So, ooh, this is still hot, so just be careful. So we're going to try to break through. I would say no laughing, but
You're doing fine.
any suggestions? Okay, let's scoop it out. Oh my. Oh baby.
It held together pretty good.
It did, didn't it? Let's get some more extra stuff right there on the
Like
side.
good yummy stuff.
It's
Get
still,
close up to that.
it's still sizzling. Yeah,
Oh man, that really smells good.
it smells amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm sure, prayerfully, it tastes amazing. All right, so we put out some options, and you could just eat it as is. Or if you like us, you might want a little extra dollop of sour cream. And just a little bit of baby extra of cheese. What do you think, more?
I think that looks pretty good.
Okay. So,
Now the fun parts.
okay. Try not to burn myself because I want to eat the rest of it. I don't want to burn my tongue. probably would be wise to let it cool a little bit before you do this, but we're getting impatient and getting really hungry. So I get some of that cornbread, the beans, the corn, the salsa, the chilies. Yeah, I'm stalling. Okay. Oh my goodness.
We got a hit.
We have a hit, folks. It's got a little kick to it, even if we used the mild. But the mild was perfect for you and I because it had a little kick. Oh my goodness, this is great for a supper or a Saturday, anytime actually.
Yeah, it really makes large servings.
It makes a large servings. You could feed a whole family with this. So we may be inviting some kids over. Or we have leftovers tomorrow. That works too.
Yeah, that works.
So thank you guys for watching, and I pray for blessings upon you and your family, and that you make this and tweak it to what you like. I pray for this to bless you and enjoy it. So I know I'm supposed to say hit like and subscribe, and I found out you're supposed to hit the notification button or bell. And if you'd like to, send me some messages and let me know where you're from, where you're watching this from. I would love to hear from you. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So I'm going to enjoy this and maybe fix you a bow even.
That would be wonderful.
All right. I'm going to continue. You guys have a great day. Thanks.